Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. And I'm joined by Westhamunofficial after what was an epic clash with Liverpool. West Ham 3, Liverpool 2, and I am knackered. But I'm gonna show people. I'm gonna show people quickly.
Oh yes, sit back and relax.
Fucking get in there! Fucking come on! Best player on the pitch by country mile. You filming me? Put it on Facebook. Fucking get in there, baby.
It's the passion. And that is where, James Fever.
And whoever said I don't like Pablo Fornells, that is a reaction and a half. I was going to say that right now. That is a reaction and a half. But we're going to get into the player rating show. If you're new around here and you're here for the first time, please do subscribe. Smash the like on the video. It goes a long way. It helps me out greatly. We have got Hammer's dad in the house. Come on, you irons. I love this club at the minute. I really do. But we're going to get into the player ratings, and we're going to start off with this man who's right at the top of the list, and it's him, Lucas Fabianski. Jake, take it away, mate.
Yeah, I thought, to be honest with you, his kicking was a bit off at times, but he made a couple of decent saves. I'll give him a 7. I didn't think he was too bad. A couple of kicks weren't fantastic, but you know that's what we're going to get with Fabianski. So overall, yeah, he did all right.
I think that was a great save that he done against Mane early in the second half. Yeah. I thought his kicking, though, some of the kicking was good. You're getting out to Ben Johnson and all that. I'm going to give him an 8. I think that save deserves an 8. I think a 7 for me is a bit too low. I'll give him an 8 for that, which I think is about right. Let's go to this man. And I'll start off with this man. I thought he was absolutely top class. Big game for Cresswell today. And it was a massive game against Salah. I think he had Salah in his pocket all day. He really did. And for me, I'm going to give him a 9. I'm giving Cresswell a 9 out of 10. I thought he was absolutely first class today. Tackling, awareness, set pieces, crossing, everything. He was the worry today for me, and I thought he had Salah well controlled. 9 for me.
Superb from Aaron Cresswell for me today. I'm gonna give the defence a very good rating today because yes, we conceded 2 goals, but they were 2 brilliant goals, which weren't from errors like we said on my review show. Fantastic from Cresswell. We doubled up at times on Salah, but sometimes that's what you've got to do, and we didn't even let him have a sniff. Not a sniff. And to be fair, I think Salah got quite frustrated, and I thought Salah was poor. That's not just because Salah was poor. That was because West Ham's defence was that good.
Moving on to this man, Kirk Zouma.
Yeah.
Take it away.
I'm going to go for a 9 again for Kurt Zouma. I thought he was fantastic. To top it all off, he got that really good header to finish things off with the 3rd goal. Really, really well played. Him as well. They all had Salah in their pockets. Salah didn't even have a sniff, as I said, and neither really did Jota. Mane had that really good chance towards the end in the 91st minute. Just Jota, nothing at all from him. Credit has got to go to Kurt Zouma again. Just that bit of pace as well, James. A couple of times where we were in trouble slightly, but his pace gets the ball there. And you know, at times he runs round and he's just, you know, when you pay big money, you get class, and that's what we've got with this man.
And what's your rating for Zouma, mate?
I'll give him a 9, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was absolutely first class. Great header, solid awareness. Needs a partner. I think Bonner and Dawson I think they're good, but Zouma's up that level. If we can get someone who's like Zouma, then we're flying. I thought he was excellent, mate. He got the ball at one stage and took it out of defence. He's top class, mate. And we've stolen him from Chelsea. Stole him, really.
Oh, yeah.
And when you look at Chelsea's defence now, with like people like Thiago Silva aging and Christensen, oh mate, they must be kicking themselves giving away Zuma. 9 for me. The war veteran, I'm going to call him tonight. He was battered and bruised, smashed up, kicked up, get subbed. I'll start off with this one. I'm going to give him a 7 for the time he was on the pitch. I thought he was decent, Bonner, but he was just not on the pitch long enough for me. What are you rating him, Jake?
Yeah, I've got to agree with you and go for a 7. I think, he definitely went through the wards within 5 minutes. He had two separate injuries, and poor bloke had to go off in the end. To be fair, the knee probably didn't help things as well. You know, the knee and then the really bad cut or nosebleed or whatever he had from that elbow from Jota. But yeah, when he was on the pitch, solid. But yeah, in the summer, I would really like us to go and get another centre back that's on the level of Kurt Zouma. I got to agree with that.
I agree, mate. I agree. The replacement, Mr. Craig Dawson. I thought he'd done okay. I thought he'd done pretty decent. He in the first half, he was getting a bit sloppy, trying to play it out at the back. I'm just thinking, let's kick it out and get it straight up the pitch. Don't muck about with it. The 94th minute, a ball comes in, he lets it go over his head. And if Mane gets that on target, it's 3-3. And for that reason, I thought he threw his body about, he got stuck in. I'm going to give him an 8. I will give him an 8 because we've won the game, but it could quite easily be a 7. If that goes in, that Mane chance, it's a 7 for me. If it don't go in, it's an 8. He gets an 8 from me. Super Dawson.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you again. An 8 for Dawson, I think. I can't lie. When he was warming up the first time, I thought I'd prefer to see Diop come on in front of him just for that pure reason of Diop's just got that pace. But I thought, I'm a huge Craig Dawson fan, and I thought that he was superb. I thought blocking, intercepting challenges, they were on point. A couple of times he's a little bit sloppy, and yeah, that was his fault for that Mane chance at the end. Which, yeah, to be fair, lucky. But then Freshfielder says Masuaku let Mane go free as well. I don't think it was massively his fault, but yeah, he did let it go over his head. But to be honest with you, I don't really care. I thought he was superb.
100% agree, mate. I really do. Moving over to the right back position. This was a big game for Ben Johnson, and he come out with a 5-star rating for me. I thought it was absolutely top class again. We've got to sign this man up permanently. No mucking about. Pay the money. Sign him up for 5 years, and we've got a top quality right back. I thought he'd done a really good job on the Robinson today, and on that side, I really do believe that. I'm going to give him an 8 because I think other players shone out, but I think that's a solid 8. I mean, a very, very good 8 for me. Top class, quality player.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you. I'm quite a big critic of Ben Johnson because I think at times when he came in towards the first couple of games, I didn't quite see what people were talking about, to be honest with you. But today he was superb. Mane only got through a couple of times, and that just shows how good he was, how well he was contained. And to be fair, Bowen didn't really help him because Bowen was very narrow. He kept drifting in and then letting Robertson, get at him and get Johnson. If Bowen would have just come a bit wider, a lot of Liverpool's threats would have been cut off. To be honest with you, but Ben Johnson, yeah, really, really solid. I'll give him an 8. Yeah,
I thought it was top class day, mate. I really did. Moving into the midfield area, and we've got Thomas Souček, which, excuse me, made some silly fouls today. Silly fouls, schoolboy fouls. He got booked also. I think he had a good game to a point, but I'm going to give him a 7. I think a 7's about right where I'm at. I think the other defensive midfield player we'll get on to shortly was just class. And Thomas was good. In the box, he was good defensively, I must admit. He was getting his head on things, getting it away. And you can't have one without the other. And I'm just glad we got both. So, yeah, Souček gets a 7 for me. Jake, what are your ratings for Thomas Souček?
Yeah, again, I've got to agree with a 7 because you can't go a 6 because that's really harsh, and I don't think he quite deserved an 8. To be honest with you, so yeah, a 7 for me for Thomas Souček. One of his better games this season, and he's certainly. I've had a little look at Twitter. He's certainly splitting opinions as well because a lot of people think he was very, very good. A few people thought he was average, but that's just the way. The way it goes around. A couple of times I thought he looked a little bit lost in the game. He was, treading water slightly, but yeah, Declan Rice isn't Declan Rice without Thomas Souček next to him, and I don't think Thomas Souček is Thomas Souček without Declan Rice next to him. So I'll give him a 7. One of his better games this season.
Yeah, I've got to agree. Anyone who's being critical of Thomas Souček don't know what they're looking really. I thought he wasn't bad, but he wasn't mustard. He was solid to me, and that's good enough. Do you know what I mean? Moving on to our captain, our leader, the man who's driving his team to the next level, and that is Declan Rice. And I'm going to start off by giving this geezer a 9 out of 10. And people might say I'm mad, but I just believe in this kid. This kid is the reason why West Ham are where they are. It's not because of it. You can say about the manager, you can say about the backroom staff, but he's one of the sole reasons. I thought he was brilliant today. Got the ball, got up the pitch, spraying passes left and right, drove the team and defended solidly, organised. I liked when he slotted into defence in the first half with Zuma. I thought them two looked a great pairing together, I must admit. When our bottom was off, he's just top class, Declan Rice. I'm so happy he's one of ours. 9 out of 10 for me. Excellent.
Yeah. I thought to be honest with you, he's had better games for West Ham, but we've got such a high standard for Declan Rice to set. It's just way up here. For other players it might be slightly down here. For Declan Rice, it's up here. I'm going to give him an 8. Slightly disagree with you there, but I still thought he was really, really good. He did his job well. Those two in the midfield played really, really well. It's a very high 8, but I just think he just missed one little bit attackingly wise, I think, and then I would have given him a 9, but I'm going to give him an 8.
He did it at the post. He did it at the crossbar with the header. Let's not forget that.
I think that was Dawson, though. I've got a feeling that was Dawson that got his nut on that. I don't know.
Well, it's a high 8, it's a low 9, and we're right in the middle.
Yeah.
Son. We're right in the middle. Right. Oh, not Vlasic because he weren't in the thingy. Right, we move on to. Now I'm going to show some people this. Anyone who's watching, this is the player I'm going to next.
Fucking get in there! Fucking come on! Best player on the pitch by country mile.
And that is this man. Now, Jake's known me a while. Many other people have known me a while through YouTube. And I've always said Pablo Fornals is not one of my most favourite players, but today he gets a 10 out of 10 performance for me. 10. Wow. I think he was absolutely top class today. I mean that. Scored a goal. He assisted the first goal. He ran his arse off. Passing was decent today. And I'm starting to see the hype when people have been looking at him and going, James, I don't know why you don't like this geezer. I just don't see it. Today, I knew that this was a massive game, and he was absolutely first class. And that reaction proves it. And you heard what I said on that little video there, little clip. I said he's the best player on the pitch by a country mile today. And he gets a 10 out of 10 for me. I can't. He was flawless, absolute flawless. Take it away, Jake.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was very, very good today. He just never stops. He's picking the ball up. He's an annoyance to everybody in the opposition. He just picks up the ball. He goes forward. I thought he passed the ball from midfield to attack really, really well today. A very, very good performance. And to be fair, we've got a thing in our house where Pablo Fornals doesn't seem to ever score goals. You know, he went through and I thought, oh God, it's Fornals. And to be fair, I thought he put it wide until it slowly rolled into the back of the net, and then it erupted in our house, and it erupted in the Fever household as well. Yeah, really, really good. To be fair, Alisson probably should have saved his goal, but you know, that's Alisson's fault, not my not Fornals. It's not my fault, not James's fault. Really, really good from Fornals. I'll give him a 9.
Yeah, and for the final time, this.
Ah! Fucking get in there! Fucking come on! Best player on the pitch by country mile.
And that is it.
When you mean a country mile. When you mean a country mile, do you mean like Somerset country miles, or do you mean like rural country miles? What are you thinking?
The whole of the UK, Jake. The whole of the UK.
The whole of the UK.
Right. Let's move on to Jared Bowen. I'm going to let you start with this one because he was mixed for me.
Yeah. I'm going to go straight off the bat and give him an 8. I thought attackingly he was really, really well. He managed to go through about 4 players in one, and I think that was the Fornals goal. Please correct me if I'm wrong, where he just completely just went through about 4 players. I don't want anyone talking to me anymore about Fornals. The Bowen isn't this, Bowen isn't that, Bowen can't finish, Bowen can't put the ball in spots, Bowen can't run forward. I love this man. He is exceptional, but defensively today wasn't quite there. As I said earlier on, he was drifting in too narrow, which gave the opportunity to for Andy Robertson to just have a free ride through until Ben Johnson. He was getting caught out too many times. If he just went a bit wider and stop that, you know, little channel from Andy Robertson, he would have been given a 9. But I'm going to give him an 8. Because to be fair, I probably would give him an 8.5, but I don't do 0.5s. It's round numbers for me.
Yeah. I've got to agree with an 8. Yeah, before that burst of run the last 20, he was a 7 for me. I thought he was poor defensively today. I really did. I thought he allowed Robinson. Every time Robinson got the ball, he was miles away from him, and Ben was like covering sort of the distance. But that run to get Pablo Fornals in was just class. Reminded me of Jesse Lingard last season. Really did.
Yeah.
Pick the ball up, just run through everyone. Just he was like Maradona type run, and do you know what I mean? And or a Messi type run. And he run through, played the ball at the right time into Fornals, and obviously you see that reaction that I just give. So for that, he gets an 8 for me. Yeah, he just gets the 8 because that before up to the goal, I wasn't really feeling Bowen today. I thought he was okay. He was just okay. But defensively, he wasn't really there. But once he got once he assisted that goal, I thought he got better really, and he looked a lot better for some reason. So yeah, he gets a nice round 8 from me. This man, Saeed Benrahma, my boy. Today, I thought he was solid. I thought first half he should have cut inside, had a shot. I was screaming at the TV, have a shot, Benny, have a shot, and he just wouldn't have a shot for some reason. Second half, work rate, he's working hard for the team. I must admit, he's back there with Origi and he's defending, and I must admit, him and Cresswell worked well together today. He really did. I'm going to give Benrahma an 8. I think that's a solid 8. I think he done pretty well today, I must admit. There was no cutting edge today, but there was other players like Fornals and even Antonio to a point were a little bit better than Benrahma for me. But yeah, he gets an 8. What's your rating, Jake?
I'm going to go one better and go for a 9 with Saeed Benrahma. To be honest with you, he didn't do much in the first half. At times, he looked non-existent, but the second half, this is where it happened. He really came to life in that second half, as did most of our team, to be honest with you. We came out in that second half and I thought we were superb. We were lively. We were making Liverpool make mistakes. Liverpool became sloppy in possession and we capitalised with 2 quick goals. midway through the second half. And Said Benrahma was the main reason of this. He had the better of Trent Alexander-Arnold every single time in that second half. He went down and TAA, he feared him. And that's what we like. You know, James, you keep saying it. He needs to run at people more. He ran at people today. He caused them problems. And Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't known for his defending. And he was put under the cosh from Benrahma today. Really, really good second half. I'm going to give him a 9.
Wow. It's good, man. I'm so proud of the kid, though. I know I've only given him an 8 today because I just look at other people before I move on. But I'm proud of him because I know that there's a player there and he plays in the claret and blue. And do you know what? Good things are coming with him in our team, I must admit. Before I move on, I just want to give a shout out to everyone who's watching. If you're new around here, please give this channel a subscribe. It goes a long way. Smash the like on the video. Get me to 20 likes. If I can get to 20 likes, I'll be over the moon. But before I move on, let's have a look at this man, Mikel Antonio. I'm going to let Jake go ahead and start with this one and tell me what you think about Mikel today.
Well, I didn't think he was great today, to be honest with you. I thought when he had the opportunity most of the time in the game, I thought he held up the ball okay, but a couple of times he had a real opportunity to go when we were quite under the cosh. You know, he fell over or he miscontrolled it wrong. That ball where he was nearly put through, the ball got muddled up in his feet. That's such a Mikel Antonio thing to do. And I was like, oh my god, only him could do that. But to be honest with you, I don't think he was fantastic today. It's a low 7 for me.
I've got to agree. I thought he was okay, but it's just okay again. I suppose the Fornell's goal, he takes the runner away. He was bullying, he was pushing, but that chance in the first half, if we've got a better striker in our ranks, I think that's a shot on target all day long. And basically, I ain't going to say that famous phrase, and Scotty Venn knows what I'm talking about, that working hard phrase, but he was there. That's all we've done, really. You know what I mean? He was a nuisance. Let's put it like that. And for that, I'll give him a 7. I've got to agree. Obviously, we've rated Dawson. Kufal come on late and Mezawaku come on late. I'm going to give them both standard sort of 5s because they was on for a short time. They done well when they was on, so give them standard 5s. Now, this is going to be interesting when we get to this man. The ref. All right.
I'll let you go first, James.
Are you sure, mate? I don't know about that. He's one of the worst refs I've ever seen, mate. Ever. I could not believe the amount of decisions that he was giving for silly fouls, right? And then Mikel Antonio gets pushed 2 hands on from Trent, standing there, and he waves it play on. He done it in the second half of Antonio again with Matip, smashes straight into him and just nothing, no foul, nothing. And it says it all when all the boys and girls in the stadium start cheering when he actually gets a decision right. I thought Craig Paulson is absolute disgrace, mate. If I'm honest, the foul on Salah for the free kick for the Trent goal, I believe it was soft. I believe Salah does a bit of trickery and the ball runs away from him, and he knows he ain't getting it, and he just falls over. And yeah, for me, I'm going to give the ref a 2, mate. And that's because he put his shirt on the right way round. He put his socks on the right way round, and he blew the half-time whistle at the right time, and he blew the full-time whistle at the right time. That's why he gets a 2 for me. Absolutely awful.
He was that bad. I didn't think he was that bad, James. Come on.
He was bad, mate. You go back and watch it again, bro. He was bad. He was worse than bad. Some of the fouls though was just shocking. Like, and it ain't that. When I say a 2, I have to just look at him and I think, like, what are you seeing? Like, especially the one in the first half. I'll never forget that. I think it's Antonio. Trent just pushes him 2 hands in front of the ref, and the ref just says, "No, play on." And I'm like, "What are you seeing? What are you seeing?" Yeah, I've got to stick with a 2, mate. I'm afraid.
I'm going to go for a 5, to be honest with you.
Blimey! Explain, Jakey. Explain.
To be fair, I didn't think he was that bad. I was going to give him a 6, but you convinced me to go for a 5. Blimey now. I don't think he was that bad. He made a few dodgy decisions, and Salah is very clever at what he does with his diving, and it was soft, but there was contacts there. It was soft. I will give you that, but they've got to give them nowadays because that's what it is. But to be fair, yeah, he wasn't the best. I've seen worse, but yeah, I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, well. I just don't want to see Craig Paulson ref in the West Ham game for a hell of a long time. Let's put it like that. I thought he was absolutely shocking, I must admit. But one man who's not shocking is this man. I don't know. I'm going to let you go first on this one, mate, because I've got quite a lot to say about Mr. Moyes.
Yeah, 10. Bang on the money today. His team selection. I mean, to be fair, most of us could have picked that team because that's a good sign. We all know our best team, and we know pretty much what Moyes is going to do. People could say, "Oh yeah, we could have dropped Crow in there." Moyes was never going to do that, in my opinion. But yeah, subs. I thought were a little bit strange. Antonio was absolutely shot, and he decided to take Ben Rama off. And Bowen, I would have took Antonio off for the first substitution and whacked Bowen up front, but nothing came of it. And then I thought, oh my lordy, he's bringing Arthur Masuaku on. When we need to defend, we're bringing on Arthur Masuaku. I didn't think that was fantastic, but to be fair, he did hold the ball up really, really well. When we had it in the dying seconds. So you've got to give Masuaku credit for that. But yeah, Moyes 10. He did everything right. We won, and he certainly had some good celebrations for the goals, and the passion on his face for his 1,001 game. It's one to remember for David Moyes.
Yeah, I've got to agree with everything you say, mate. I really do. Moyes is phenomenal. I think the way he set up today to stifle Liverpool was very good. At the half time, he knew Trent was moving inside into midfield, and he said, "Right, Ben Rama, Cresswell, get the ball over to anyone who gets the ball straight over to the left hand side for Cresswell and Ben Rama." Worked wonders, absolute wonders. I thought the subs were a bit late. The only thing I will give him a little negative, it's only a slight negative. I thought the subs should have been on a bit earlier than that. He was obviously he was about to make a sub for the Origi goal. Origi goes in and it's like, oh no, what's going on? But do you know what? He's absolutely first class. I also want to give a shout out to Nevin. He's another one. He's a set. I think he's a set piece man. If someone can tell me in the chat, I think he is the set piece man. Set pieces today was bang on the money all the time. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, Moyes, his backroom staff and what he's doing, he gets a 10 out of 10 for me. I think I'm starting to believe, mate, that something is possible this year. And I'll keep saying it, and I will say it on Jake's show. I'll say it on every platform I go on, because I'm not a deluded West Ham fan. I'm a realist. And I've never seen West Ham this good in my lifetime. And I do feel that something special is starting to happen. I know, I don't know what else more to say. I just think he's just absolutely top class. And do you know what? 10 out of 10. Team gets a 10 out of 10 performance as a whole. Top class.
Superb.
And George says it here. Nevin and Nolan set piece tactics. Moyes said. Nevin and Nolan, mate, both of them top class. Whoever's doing that, and that is it, mate. From me and Jake on the player ratings, and we've done it in half hour, which is good. I want to thank Jake for coming on tonight. I really do appreciate it. West Ham Unofficial. Obviously, if you don't know who Jake is, him there. Go over and subscribe to West Ham Unofficial. He's up to 1,900 plus subscribers. He's getting nearly to the 2,000. I'll be happy when I get to the 200 mark, but you know what? We move. But
24 to go, James. 24 to go. I
know, mate. Still working, still trying. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, go over there, subscribe to him, check out all his stuff. He's doing good stuff. He's got good pundits on there, I must admit, and opposition fans. But yeah, go and check him out. if you're new around here and you like my stuff, please do subscribe to E20 Zone TV. It goes a long way, and smash a like on the video. And yeah, but my final thought before I hand it over to Jake for the final word is I'm proud of this team. I really am. They're making me believe in something special, and yeah, each game that goes by, I'm starting to believe that something special is happening at West Ham United. I really do mean that.
Yeah.
And final thought for Jakey boy.
Yeah, you can see the passion on that man's face. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. You can see the passion on that man's face.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Whilst we let James compose himself, that was superb from West Ham today. That was a historic win. And for all of you other football fans, all of you other football pundits that are still to probably this moment underestimating West Ham United, you can do one. You can absolutely do one. We are uncontrollably massive, and we roll on into the international break absolutely buzzing. You can't take the smile off any of our faces, and we come back to Wolves away, which is which is a game I expect us to win after that performance. And yeah, roll on December. Roll on, all of it. I don't care. We are going to win something this year, and Mark Noble is going to lift something in his final season for West Ham. The quadruple's still on. We're going to win something, and yeah, that is my final thoughts. And as Happy Hammer says, Champions League, here we come. Come on, you Irons.
Yeah. And on that note, I want to thank everyone who's been watching in the chat. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for Jake for coming on.
No worries.
Enjoy the international break. I will. I can sort of relax for a couple of weeks. Fireworks are going off. That is not gunshots before anyone asks. And do you know what? Yeah. To end it on this, we are massive. Bye for now. Take care all.